brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine and Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor. That you can't wait to comment on my mistakes and my blunders. Hey, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm the most hated, but play I'm taking your date and your woman. Oh dang, your date is your woman. I trade her later if you want her. And she bring friction like Raiden and Blanca. Statements behaving like Saint and dangerous when drinking angry. The same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? This your boy Hen checking in, man. You know what I'm saying? Pull Out Game Podcast, man. Episode 45, man. Not Billy D. Williams with the Coke 45. It's episode 45 to the Pull Out Game Podcast. You know what time it is, man. Up here having fun with this. And look, man, you know, my boy Warren ain't here today, but it's all good, though, you know. Gonna still hold it down. Gonna still do what it do. And, you know, in the words of Ray Charles, gonna do what it do, man. But, look, I just want to tell y'all this, man. I thank y'all for subscribing, you know what I'm saying, the likes, the shares, and the comments and everything, boy. Like, y'all the truth, greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, when I started this channel, I didn't even think, you know what I'm saying, I didn't know how much people would show love, but, man, it's like, y'all showing love, man. Boy, I can't thank y'all enough, because y'all don't have to watch. Y'all don't have to watch, but y'all still sit y'all behind down and tune in. And like, well, that means a lot, man. I damn sure appreciate y'all. Salute all y'all, man. For real, y'all the truth, man. Every one of y'all. And look, I know in episode 43, you know what I'm saying, I said, you know, drop your comments or whatever like that, and we're gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all drop your comment about questions y'all had to ask, or something y'all want to know. And I told y'all in the comments on that episode, y'all stay tuned. Episode 45, we're gonna answer all y'all questions. And look at here, episode 45. So 45 is here, live and well. And yeah, man of my word, man, we're gonna get to y'all questions. You know what I'm saying? Gonna get to y'all questions, man. So they're gonna start it off. And look, I want to say this too. You know what I'm saying? The jersey collection, appreciate all y'all been showing love to it. And of course, you know, we got a crazy jersey lineup today. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? This is the crazy jersey collection on the planet, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my thing is this, man. It ain't really bragging if it's the truth. To me, bragging when it's like telling it and it's exaggerated and just like, you know, you're just doing too much. But it's just the truth, though, man. Like, if I'm lying, you know what I'm saying, I'm flying. And I don't know when the last time I checked, but I ain't never had no wings on my back. So, but look, man, this is the craziest jersey collection on the planet, man. And thanks to y'all, it's getting out there. People like receiving it well. They loving the collection. They loving the lineups. You know what I'm saying? Baseball, basketball, football, like just loving it. So just thank y'all, man. But like I said, got a lineup for y'all today. The collection gonna be crazy. I mean, the lineup gonna be crazy. The collection crazy, but the lineup gonna be crazy too. So y'all stay tuned, man. And yeah, man, like I said, I told y'all to drop y'all questions on episode 43, and I said on 45, we're gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, we here. So let's go and get to the question, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and get to it. Okay, look, man. The first question is from Pra Huram 9371. And he asked, or they asked, what is my most favorite jersey of all time? My most favorite jersey of all time. You know, be honest, man, like out of all the questions that I might get, that's a good question. And I ain't saying that's the best question, but that's a damn good question. And I couldn't even tell you what's my favorite jersey of all time or my best jersey of all time. Like, be honest, I like them all the same, man. Cause if any of them jerseys got lost or stolen or something, I'll be like, damn, I'll be thinking about that jersey more than I'm thinking about the jersey that's here. So it's like, you know, I got favorite players, you know what I'm saying? Like favorite basketball player, you know, football player, baseball players and stuff. But, you know, that don't mean they're my favorite jerseys of all time. If that makes sense. Like, I'm just loving the whole collection as a whole, though. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got your KD, jerseys. My favorite basketball player all time, Tom Brady and Barry Sanders, Randy Moss, Kenny Lofton, what I'm saying, Hank Aaron's and all them. But that don't mean they're my favorite jerseys of all time. Um, and then I'm not saying they're not my favorite jerseys of all time. Like the collection as a whole is my favorite of all time. The whole collection to me is my favorite of all time. Like I just love the collection. I love the sports camaraderie of like having the jerseys and y'all interacting with it, and I just like just having the collection. It makes it fun. It makes it worthwhile of having, man. So I always want to have a collection of something, and yeah, man, I got that jersey collection. So yeah, to answer your question, I don't know if I answered it already, but the collection as a whole is my favorite of all time. You know what I'm saying? So I just love the collection. So yeah, that's what that is, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hope I answered your question. I couldn't say it no better. That was the answer. You know, all of them was my favorite. Yeah, I know that's a generic answer, but it's the truth. Okay. Next question come from Suda Hassan 447, and they ask, how many people ask for a jersey tour? That's a good question too. I ain't gonna lie, man. It been a few, man. I get like I got a lot on here on like on YouTube and some on like Instagram and you know few on Facebook. But I get a lot. I get that a lot though. Like they want a jersey tour, jersey tour, jersey tour, and stuff like that. But no, I ain't gonna really do no jersey tour for like, cause I think they saying like come to where I'm at and actually see it in person. And I don't know, man. Maybe I have like a tour, like I'm going city to city, and I'll take some jerseys with me and have them on stage, and y'all can see them or however like that. But you know, that's the mystique of it though, man. Keep them tucked away, man. In the words of Busta Rhymes, man, give me some more. You know what I'm saying? Once you ain't seen what's going on, you gonna always want more, want to know like what's next. So I just like to keep the mystique of it. You don't know what's, what you're gonna see, what's gonna slap you in the face next. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mystique of it, not seeing the jerseys like all together and and not having a jersey tour. You know what I'm saying? But I probably have a jersey tour, like, the channel get bigger and start like doing shows, going on the road, and I think it dope like how Shannon Sharp and them from Nightcap and like First Take, they go like city to city, like the HBCU tours, and and start meeting the people and stuff. Cause y'all been showing love, and I definitely like to meet a lot of y'all. Like a lot of y'all say y'all want to meet, you know what I'm saying, me and Warren and what going on, but definitely would like to meet y'all too, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just showing love, man. It's all love. You already know it. So, but yeah, but right now I'm not gonna really do a jersey tour, but a lot of people been asking about that though, man. A lot of people been asking. And what I'm saying, just by y'all asking, it's just all love, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot, for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna get to another question. And another question is from Aunt T Kumar Crazy Boy. And he asked me, the jerseys are, well, he said the jerseys are colossal and classic. And my question is, how often do you play the Turtle arcade game? That is awesome. I remember playing that at Chuck E. Cheese Pizza. Um, that's a good question too, and it's crazy because that's why I first played it at Chuck E. Cheese. Before Chuck E. Cheese, they called it Showbiz. You know what I'm saying? And therefore they changed the name over. Showbiz Pizza to Chuck E. Cheese Pizza. But both of them were dope. Both of them were dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? Chuck E. Cheese still around, but I'm just saying when it was Showbiz, like it was dope then too, man. Shout out to Showbiz. You know what I'm saying? Childhood memories, man. Chuck E. Cheese, childhood memories too. But yeah, man. To answer the question, um, how often do I play it? As you can see, it's in the background now, and I don't play it a lot. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I love the arcades. I love the nostalgic of arcade. You know what I'm saying? I got the Mortal Kombat and Marvel vs. Capcom and Street Fighter. And, um, I love the arcade, man. But I be so busy. Sometimes hard to get around to playing them. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, it ain't really nothing going on. Nothing. You might not be in the mood to watch no TV. You might not be in the mood to watch a movie. So I do music. You might not, what I'm saying, might not be feeling the vibe of doing like, or going in the studio. So, sometimes I catch myself like, damn, shout out to Xbox. I'm an Xbox man, Xbox Series X. You might not be in the mood to play that. Sometimes you just in the mood to do what you ready to do. And then, sometimes you might be in that mood just like, I ain't ready to do nothing else. Let's get on the arcade. Let's get the arcade cracking. So, yeah, answer your question. I play it like, just when I get a chance, and I'm feeling that mood to play it and stuff. But don't get me wrong, if I'm playing it or not, I love the arcade, man. The nostalgic moment, memories, and just playing it's fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Grew up on that. But yeah, man, if I get a chance, like once a month, twice a month, or one every 2 months, if I get a chance, I'm gonna play it and I get it in for a minute though when I do play it. So, and just enjoy that time. So, yeah, man. What it is though, man. Shout out to the arcade world. Shout out to all the gamers and everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing y'all thing, man. And shout out to the YouTube gamers and all y'all, man. Yeah, man. But look, man, we're gonna have more questions on the show. And I appreciate for y'all even, participating and asking the question, because I'm damn sure ready to answer any question y'all got. But we finna get into the first jersey. And the first jersey, man, dude, he's cold blooded, legendary. He's one of them guys, man. But we finna bring y'all in the element that y'all not used to seeing. Y'all not used to seeing him in his element. Y'all really not. But if y'all a fan of this dude, y'all know how he got down, you know what I'm saying, with this right here. But who we speaking on right now? Legendary, man. Iconic and at its finest, man. Let's go and get to it, man. The first jersey I'm finna pull out today on the Pull Out Game Podcast, episode 45. Y'all stop playing. Here we go. Yep, man. Who is this right here, man? Number 10, dude. Number 10, dude. Number 10, fool. Yeah, man. Number 10. Who is that, man? Come on, man. Y'all stop playing. Y'all see it? Y'all give up? Y'all don't know yet? Y'all don't know yet? Okay. Yeah, man. Look. This is Iverson. AI. AI, man. We ain't talking about that damn fake artificial intelligence stuff that be going around the internet and all this stuff. We talking about the real AI, man. We talking about Allen Iverson, man. You know what I'm saying? Before he was called the answer. And this ain't his basketball jersey. This is Allen Iverson football jersey in high school. This is Allen Iverson high school football jersey, man. This is football jersey. I think I said jersey, man. I'm speaking like Mike Tyson now, man. The toothpick in my mouth. But yeah, man, this Allen Iverson, man, this AI high school football jersey, man. Bethel High School, man. This the football joint, man. This dude played quarterback for Bethel High School, man. Y'all ain't know that? How y'all ain't know that, man? And y'all Iverson fans, man. If y'all Iverson fans, y'all had to know that, man. Come on, man. Pull out this crazy all-stick everything Iverson, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when you used to hear Iverson, you used to hear about basketball. That man got them dabbled in. He did his football thing, man, in high school. And he did it at exceptional level, man. I'm just saying, it was like real exceptional. Come on, man. Who doing this, man? Like, come on, man. I told him pull-out game is not playing. This is the Allen Iverson. Come on, man. This is the Allen Iverson, man. I ain't really got to say much of this Allen Iverson, man. High school football jersey, man. Bethel High School, his football jersey. He was a quarterback for Bethel High School. Y'all stop playing with this guy. Come on, man. Let's talk about AI, man. Talk about AI. Yeah, man. AI, man. Come on, man. This AI, he was the truth in high school, man. You know what I'm saying? He was I know he like Iverson like 6'1" in the NBA. So I just imagine in high school he was like what 5'10", 5'9", 5'11". I don't know, man. He grew like some inches though, like, but I know he like 5'11" or something like that in high school, man. The quarterback, a little younger, man. You know what I'm saying, doing his thing. You know, we all know AI like hella athletic. You know what I'm saying? He could jump, and you know what I'm saying. He could run fast as hell. He was a speed demon. He was quick. So he was great for the quarterback position. Only thing is when you got some quarterback that's short though. You know what I'm saying? Like it just depends on who it is, man. Like Tua Tagovailoa, you know what I'm saying, for Miami Dolphins, he's short, and Drew Brees, he was short, and I think Russell Wilson. I don't know how tall Russell Wilson is. He looked like he's short, and I mean, you got some players that's like hella short, man, like quarterback position, but they still get the job done though. And AI was one of them, man. And you know what crazy too, man? You know what crazy? AI was on the interview, and they had asked him, like, how he think his life would have been if he took up football and he ended up being in the NFL instead of the NBA. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good question. And Iverson, his answer was, he said, honestly, he feel and he know, he said, greater AI was in the NBA and college and basketball and high school and all that, great as he was, he said he would have been a better NFL football player than a NBA basketball player. He said career would have been better in the NFL. And I'm like, damn, like he had a hell of a career in the NBA. How the hell would his NFL career have been better? Because he said that his first favorite sport, that his first love was football. He said in a documentary, he said he always thought like basketball was like for softies, for like soft players and soft people. Like he, what I'm saying, he didn't take basketball serious. He was good at it, like years and stuff, but he never took it serious like that until he got older. You know what I'm saying? Like, like middle school, he took it a little serious. In high school, he started taking it more serious. But yeah, man, he always thought NBA and not just NBA, but just basketball period was just for like for people that's soft. You know what I'm saying? He was an NFL guy. And AI said too, man, like one reason that deterred him from like the NFL, and like he said, like the size he was to be like great. He had the talent, but he had to have the physicality too. And I said, I'm be honest, man, I ain't like lifting weights like that. You know what I'm saying? He said in the NBA and college and stuff, when you basketball, you ain't really got to lift weights like that. You know what I'm saying? He said to help, but it's best like, what I'm saying, if you do it for the NFL though, and college, you know what I'm saying? Because them folk like trying to knock your head off, and you gotta have that weight and that muscle, you know what I'm saying, to support them hits. So AI said, man, I found I really had to lift weights to be great. And AI said, I didn't want to be mediocre or nothing. So if I wanted to be in the NFL and college basketball and all that, I had to lift weights to be great. And he says, since I have to do that, lift weights to be great, and he didn't want to lift weights. Hey man, so I ain't mess with that, man. Got no sign me up for college, man. He had the bowling alley incident. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we pull out the the basketball high school jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? The AI, you know what I'm saying, the Bethel High School jersey, that was dope. So yeah, man, he had that bowling alley incident, man, and at the time, I don't think he was trying to really like pursue college football. I'm not really sure, but I know like, he would get a lot of recruits from like a lot of different schools and stuff for college basketball too. And I think they were trying to recruit him for football too, man. Oh, and I want to say this too. Allen Iverson won the state championship for Bethel High School for his school, man. And you know what I'm saying? He won the state championship, you know what I'm saying, the same year for a high school basketball team and a high school football team, man. You know what I'm saying? And Virginia, man, bad news, Virginia, man, that where the man from. And as a junior, he quarterbacked the school, you know what I'm saying, football team, man. You know what I'm saying? The football team for their first state championship. And, with the stat including 21 touchdowns, and more than 2,200 yards on offense, man. I mean, come on, man. That was little AI was doing in high school, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, the school wanted to recruit him. They wanted him to be a part of their school. Like everybody wanted him, man. And we were talking about like with the LeBron James and you talking about the Peyton Mannings. You know what I'm saying? When they was out of high school, man, like everybody wanted them. Like it just really matter who the player, what school the player want to go to. Cause everybody wanted. He could have went anywhere he wanted to go. Of course, he talked over with the family and all that, but man, the dude just wanted to just be in the best situation possible. You know what I'm saying? And just go where he wanted and appreciate it, and get good benefits and get a full scholarship and all that stuff, man. Like get the best deal you can get. At the time, wasn't no NIL deal where you were making money and all that. So you had to get the best deal for your future, for your education. And you know what I'm saying? So that's how they working out things back then. It wasn't no money related. Now these days, high school players going by who throwing the biggest bag out. You know what I'm saying? Like who got the biggest bag, man? Y'all giving up 5 million. This team over here, this organization getting up 7 million. Some might be giving up 1, 2 million. But whoever giving up the best bag, that's what they going by these days. It ain't really going by education, cause to me that's bigger than the scholarship. You get like $5 million to play for a college team. You know what I'm saying? So that's including everything. That's scholarship, tuition and all that. You know what I'm saying? That come with money. Like I don't even know they give out scholarship like that no more. Like the big athlete like that. Cause I feel like if they give you like just say they give you like $5 million, you could pay for your own scholarship with $5 million. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe they give you the scholarship and the money. I don't know. I ain't sure how they work. But back then, when AI was playing for Bethel High School, come on, man, Bethel. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do, won the state championship, and then like I said, the bowling alley incident came. Like all the colleges was like sending him letters, wanting him to play for their school, and so want to be down with their team and their organization, their colleges and stuff. But when that bowling alley incident happened, man, the letters stopped coming in, and you know what I'm saying, and he might potentially go to prison, go to jail, and yeah, they really want trying to have their hands around him. But Iverson mom, man, shout out to Ann Iverson, man, shout out to her. If it weren't for her, you probably wouldn't have seen no Iverson, man. You know what I'm saying? He got down. She kept being persistent and consistent. You know what I'm saying? And how did John Thompson, man? Georgetown. We're gonna get into all that too, man. Later on, when we get into the high school basketball and Georgetown Iverson and the NBA Iverson. We're gonna talk about all that, man. But like I said, man, the first jersey that I had, like I said, I said in the episode, I think episode 9 or whatever, it was one of the episodes, but Iverson Philly jersey was like the first jersey, stitch jersey that I ever owned. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, technically it was the Dennis Rodman, the pinstripe Dennis Rodman when I was in the 8th grade. But like I said, that was a story that I told on the show or the episode that y'all been keeping up. You know what I'm saying? The day one head that really been tuning in. Y'all know the story of the Dennis Rodman jersey. My dad took it back to the store and all that. So yeah, I mean, what it is. But technically the one that I owned and I kept, and that what I'm saying, that I technically like had, and to this day that's in my collection now, is that Iverson, man. It's a Philly Iverson jersey I got. Y'all tune in, like I think episode 9. I showed up my first all stitch everything jersey. It was an Iverson jersey. I still got it. You know what I'm saying? I showed it on the Pull Out Game podcast. One of the episodes is still doing this thing. And yeah, man. But I hate that they tried to do Iverson like that, man. He served some months in jail, and I think like the governor or somebody of Virginia overturned it. Thought they were being too dirty on what happened. We're gonna speak in the bowling alley incident too, man, cause at the end of the day, Iverson got into it with some racist folks. They said like some racist stuff, and instead of Iverson reacting and fighting with them, his homeboy that they were with, because they were celebrating that, that they won the state championship, and that everything was going good. So and some white people recognized Iverson in the bowling alley, and yeah, they start saying racist stuff. And Iverson finna, like, you know he spoke up for himself, no doubt, but he finna check him and really finna take it there with, like, fighting. But he was thinking long term, like, man, like, I got all these colleges after me and stuff, and then I just can't just jump the gun like that. And his homeboy jumped the gun, and obviously, he ended up leaving up out of there. Not that he was trying to, like, just leave it, boy, like he's scary or nothing like that. Obviously, just like, man, I got this future ahead of me, and y'all ain't gonna mess this up, man. Cause once I make it, we all make it. So how can we all make it if I'm in prison, or I'm locked up in jail? So that's what he was thinking about, man. That was smart though, man. That wasn't about being no sucker. That wasn't about being scary or nothing. He was just looking out for a future, man. But look, that's another story, man. This AI, man, high school football jersey, man. Like, man, I'm just proud to show this jersey, man. Iverson high school football jersey, man. Y'all see the back, man. Iverson all day, man. Let's show the jersey again. You know what I'm saying? All stick everything, man. Allen Iverson, man. Y'all see it, man. Yeah, let's bag that thing up, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about juvenile, man. Bag that thing up, man. Yeah. Bag the jersey up from the camera. Yeah, man. The Iverson all stitch everything, man. Come on, man. Y'all see it? Yeah. Yeah, Iverson, man. He was one of them guys, man. One of them guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Iverson, man. Yeah, see the end on the end too. Yeah, man. Iverson. Yep. High school football jersey, man. AI, man. You know what I'm saying? Certified legend up in here. Y'all stop playing with these guys, man. This Allen Iverson, man, high school football jersey, man. I can't say enough about this dude. I got some cold AIs too, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, like jerseys to show. Some cold Iverson jerseys that, man, y'all just stay tuned, man. Like, I just want to, shake it up a little different. You know what I'm saying, with this episode, man. This episode 45, not a game, man. And yeah, just having fun with this, man. And y'all stay tuned, man. Got a dope, dope, dope Iverson collection to show y'all, man. Like, y'all just gotta keep watching the episode. Stay tuned. You never know who jersey gonna get pulled out this Mama Jamma. I'm just saying. All you got to do is stay tuned and lock in. That's all you got to do, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pull Out Game Podcast, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the rest, man. Just y'all just gotta stay locked in, man. This the Pull Out Game Podcast, man. I love doing this. I appreciate y'all the truth, man. I mean, I just enjoy it, man. I just enjoy it. And y'all just stay tuned, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to get Iverson hit flowers, man, on that football field, man. Iverson said this is his first love. Crazy though, like, great as he was at basketball, and he was great. He was elite level great. That little man was great, man. And I can't say little man because, well, I'm 5'11", 6 feet, but at the end of the day, man, Iverson, I don't know. He was just one of them guys, man. He just somebody you had to witness, man. Like, I was watching him in real time, man. You know what I'm saying? I caught a hold of him when I first caught a hold of him when he was in Georgetown. I was like, who is this cat? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest too, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. This is what I think. This is what I think. Okay, this one thing I know. I'm gonna say one thing I know and one thing I think. One thing I know is, and we said this on the podcast, we had the jersey and all that, but Stephon Marbury, like, you know what I'm saying, they had the He Got Game movie. And the He Got Game movie was made for Stephon Marbury. Like, that was his life. Like, that was like real life for Stephon Marbury. Like, He Got Game was made for Stephon Marbury. That was his life and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I know, and that's a fact. And what I believe is, this is what I believe. I believe Above the Rim was made. I think it was made like for Iverson. I think they were made, you know what I'm saying, for Iverson. That's what I think though. And reason I think that because, you know, um, you had like the dude played, you know what I'm saying, in the movie, you know what I'm saying, Dwayne Martin, shout out Dwayne Martin, you know what I'm saying, Kyle E. Watson, you know what I'm saying, that was his name in the movie. Um, he played like this up and coming guard at this school. And I hear talks of like how Iverson might have been a ball hog in high school, whatever like that, but he was great. He was great though. He was great. And the thing is too, on Bud around, Kyle Watson stayed with his mama. You know what I'm saying? His mama was a strong black independent woman, you know what I'm saying, on Bud around, just like Iverson mom was. And Iverson stayed with the mom and stuff. And then if you watch at the end of the movie, he ended up going to college. And what jersey did he have on? A Georgetown jersey. And what number was the Georgetown jersey? It was number 3. Come on, man. I think they modeled above the rim after for Allen Iverson, man. You know what I'm saying? The same way they did he got game. They did he got game the same way. He got game was about Stephon Marbury in real life. And I think above the rim was about Iverson in real life. Y'all just put the pieces together, like them pieces, man, like it kind of flow together. But we're gonna get in all that. You know what I'm saying? This Iverson, all stitch, everything, high school football jersey, man. Bethel High School, man. Come on, man. Y'all stop playing, man. Virginia finest, man. Bad news, Virginia, man. But yeah, this Iverson, what can I say, man? He was that guy in high school. You know what I'm saying? On the football field. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? This dude right here just legendary, man. And this AI, you know what I'm saying, I'm checking out. And you know what I'm saying, like a tab at a restaurant. And I'm out.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? This your boy Hen checking back on in, man. Segment 2 to the Pull Out Game podcast for episode 45, man. Y'all stop playing, man. Yeah, man. Live and direct, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is, man. Like I said, gonna get that watch, man. If you don't know, get a stopwatch or you know what I'm saying, or whatever you need to get, man. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a watch. You know what I'm saying? So you know what time it is. But look here, man. I'm enjoying answering y'all questions. I told y'all if y'all had questions, they were gonna get answered. The first segment, you know what I'm saying, answer a lot of y'all questions out there. And you know, I got y'all, man. So it was some people ask some more questions. So let's get on right to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's not waste no more time. And yeah, another question from or next question from Islam TV 012 012. Yeah, I say 012. Okay, but he say or they say, I have a question. Do you still collect jerseys or are you finished and just showing off the ones you own? I just need to know because I love the collection. Oh man, it's a good question. Good question. I do show the jersey and everything, and and show the collection. But to answer your question, I do still collect jerseys. Like I do. Like I wasn't, you know, I'm not collecting jerseys just to, for the podcast. I actually collect jerseys because I actually love it. Ain't got nothing to do with no podcast. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you said it or nothing like that. You just asking the question. So, you're trying to find out. So that, answer your question. I still collect jerseys. So I never did it for the podcast. I just happened to do a podcast because I collect jerseys. So yeah, but I still collect. Still having fun doing it. Still like you know, the joy of like collecting jerseys, like, for one, getting a jersey and then like doing research on the player and find out more about them and who else they might have played with or how they was off the field or off the court. It just it's just fun doing it, man. So I enjoy doing it. I enjoy collecting the jerseys. And like I said, man, I just been doing it. If I've been collecting jerseys if I had a podcast or not. So yeah, man, just the fun of doing it. And if any of y'all out there got a passion to collect something or get something that you like and for a collection or for a hobby or something, do it. it's like it give you like, collecting something that you love, like it give you a peace of mind too. Like you got a big collection of something, and you know what I'm saying, you dedicated to it like that, it give you a peace of mind. It just do. I don't know, I can't explain it, just do, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can't speak for everybody, but for me it do. And yeah, man. So shout out to everybody that got a collection of something, man. I ain't gonna lie, I love to see collections. You know what I'm saying? If you got like basketball cards, shoes. I seen this one dude online. He had like the biggest collection of kung fu movies on DVD. I thought it was dope. I'm talking about he had like so many different movies. I'm like, damn, like for real? It was dope, man. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody getting their collection on, and and you know just collecting. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I still collect. You know what I'm saying? So don't think I'm just showing the jerseys off and oh man, the podcast gonna end soon because he probably ran out of jerseys and stuff. Like, man, first of all, if I don't collect no more, you know what I'm saying, this show is a long way from being done. Like, it ain't it's not don't even think about that. Like, the show gonna keep going, that episode gonna keep coming in. So that's the last thing any of y'all need to even be wondering about, because that ain't happening. It's no time soon, man. But I'm still collecting though, so ain't no telling when. Like, you know what I'm saying? This show will ever be finished. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't think about the show being done. Like, I ain't think about the show being done. I'm just having fun in the moment, doing what it's doing. And yeah, man, just living life, man. But yeah, answer y'all question again, I'm still collecting. And like I said, you just never know what you're gonna get, man. You just never know what you're gonna get. But yeah, so yeah, answer that question. And let's go to the next question. The next question is from Shobina Tripathi slash or hyphen V9W. And the question is, Hen, with this being your podcast, so my question is, how did you decide to pick the co-host to have? Because one, he does a good job. Okay, that's a good question too. I'm gonna be honest with it. I got a homeboy. I got a homeboy named T Lit, you know what I'm saying? And they're my dog, man. And I was gonna have him on the show. You know what I'm saying? I chose him to be the co-host, and chose him to be my co-host. But T Lit, the scheduling was like it was it was off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the time that I record the show, and he had other things going on. You know what I'm saying? And understandable. So it just really won't. It won't work. It didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So we found that out early before we started. Doing episode. And I sat back and thought. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm doing a podcast like this, so I sat back and thought, like, if I did have a co-host here and now, you know, um, I want to have a lot of elements to like what I'm looking for on the show. And then I've been on Juan for years, you know what I'm saying? We used to work together. And that's how I knew him. So I already knew how his personality was. And Juan, like, he real knowledgeable on hip hop and music. You know what I'm saying? He real knowledgeable on movies and stuff. We start talking about movies and stuff. And like, of course, like, he into sports and stuff. So if we talk about like different jerseys and stuff, or players, he know probably about that player. You know what I'm saying? And knowing who they are and what they did and all that, he could chime in on it, and then like he quick on his feet with humor and like ideas and talking stuff, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like all elements in one. You know what I'm saying, that I'm looking for on the podcast. So I'm like, damn, that'd be dope if one had got on the show. So I hit him up one day, and then Juan, I told Juan, I said, look, man, I'm thinking about, what I'm saying, have you for a co-host. And then his answer was, let's do it. And I was like, oh, bet. So I told him, about the mics. Well, already my mic was already on the way. And then I told him, like, I sent him a link, and I said, these the mic that I'm rocking with. So I need you to get one. And then I thought he was gonna write back like, well, I'll let you know when I get it. I ain't know, like, I ain't saying I knew he was gonna say that, but I would guess, like, I sprung something on him that that he'll have to get. And then one, he hit me back like 30 seconds later, And what he hit me back with, I said this on another show too, but you know, y'all asking the question, got to answer. So he hit me back like about 30 seconds later, a minute later, and what he hit me back with was a confirmation that he ordered the microphone. I like, damn, he ordered already, and he ready. He was like ready though, you know what I'm saying? So I like, damn, like that was a sign like this the co-host, man. So yeah, you know, like I said, this is my podcast, but you know, I want to have a co-host too to like, you know, hold it down, chime in, and you know, and give it some energy too, you know, like some like even more, you know, give it some different type of feel too. So Warren did that, he do that, and yeah, to answer your question, he don't do a good job. He do a great job. You know what I'm saying? But it what it is though, man. Appreciate Warren, you know what I'm saying, contribution he do to the podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know it. But look, man, if that answer your question though, that's how I decided though. And yeah, that what it was. So let's go to the next question. DAS Gaming, DAS Gaming. I guess they're a gamer or something. But it say, do you still keep in touch with the girl from Walmart? You know what I'm saying? Or you know, do she be in your inbox or what? You know, man, these some good questions though. It let me know y'all really watching the episode. So yeah, I rock with y'all, man. Y'all the truth. Um, yeah, and I know I'm kind of reading slow the question because I'm kind of like looking over the mic. I can read good, y'all. Don't y'all Floyd Mayweather me. I can read. It's just I'm looking over this mic and the questions like in this certain area, and I'm looking over the mic. I'm looking over the mic popper and the microphone, and I know some of y'all there. Oh, he making excuses. He can't read. I can read, fool. But yeah. But to answer your question, I ain't trying to you know what I'm saying, diverge from the question and get away from the question. But to answer your question, no, I really don't keep in touch with her like that. You know, she'll hit me up from like time to time, like real time to time. And the crazy too, she seen the episode too, man. And she was like, damn, man, like you ain't had to put me on blast like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I didn't, it ain't like I put her face up here, so they don't really know. I didn't technically like really put her on blast. To me, put somebody on blast though, is like saying their name and everything and showing their pictures and their face and everything. That puts somebody on blast. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Lauryn Hill said on the Killing Me Softly song, man, like, you know, he put my picture up on the screen and everything. Like that song, well, it ain't Lauryn Hill's song. She remade it, you know what I'm saying, from Roberta Flack. Shout out Roberta Flack, but at the end of the day though, like the whole picture of your face getting showed and everything with the name and everything, that's getting put on blast and telling their business and all that. So, you know, I kept that secret, you know what I'm saying? I did the neighborhood watch program and no, not neighborhood watch program, but the witness protection program, and I didn't show your face or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's all good though, you know, but like I said, to get back to the question, no, I don't really keep in touch with like that. It not cause no beef or no bad blood or nothing like that. We just ain't kept in, you know, we just ain't kept in touch in a while. And every blue moon, you know what I'm saying, we'll reach out like every blue moon. I guess you call that keeping in touch, but like on a consistent basis. No, we don't keep in touch like that. It ain't no beef or bad blood or nothing. Like I said, we just don't keep in touch like that. You know, some people just grow apart and just don't really keep in touch like that. So that's what it is though, man. But like I said, ain't no love lost. You know what I'm saying? If I see her in the streets or she inbox me or whatever like that, you know, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Won't say what's up like that, you know, cause I got too much going on to be like having hatred and bad blood against folks, man. I'm doing my thing and I ain't got time for all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't never block your blessings. You know what I'm saying? So don't never block your blessings from having bad blood. Them 4 B's right there, you need to always remember. Don't never block your blessing from having bad blood. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, when I say bad blood, I ain't talking about HIV. It's talking about mentally like hatred toward folks. So yeah, man, but yeah, she cool though. She good people, man. You know, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, what messed up how we met and stuff, and you know how I found out she was in the inbox and stuff. But nah, I ain't tripping about that. We just don't keep in touch like that, man. I ain't really like trying to just keep in touch on consistent basis with her like that. Like saying not cause no beef, it just the ship sailed though. So like it's just what it is. Just leave it where it's at. And I'm fine with that. And I hope she fine with that and it's just what it is. So yeah, man, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, we finna get into the next jersey though, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And since y'all know what time it is, I guess y'all did go buy a watch, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, this next jersey, man, this dude, he don't get talked about enough. He's still out there in the limelight doing his thing. Um, his documentary was crazy on Netflix, and the dude was like, he's a monster. You know what I'm saying? He was a monster, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. And I know I say that word a lot, but y'all know when I say monster, y'all know this dude or this person, this athlete, this player did not come to play. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean not come to play, I mean he came to play. You know what I'm saying? In a major way. And who we talking about, man? Let's go and show it, man. Let's go and pull the jersey out, man. Come on, man. Pull out, gang. Who is this right here, man? You know what I'm saying? Agent Zero, man. Agent Zero, man. Who is this jersey, man? Who is this, y'all? For the Wizards, man. Number 0, man. If y'all basketball head, y'all know what time it is, man. Come on, man. Let's turn this around, man. Turn it around. Gilbert Arenas, man. All stick everything. Washington Wizards. Gilbert Arenas jersey, man. Y'all see it, man. Come on, man. All stick everything, man. It's not a game, man. It's not a game. Gilbert Arenas, man. All stick everything. All stick everything, man. Washington Wizards jersey, man. Number 0. Agent Zero, man. That his nickname, Agent Zero and Hibachi. You know what I'm saying? Hibachi and Agent Zero. That was his name, man. That was his 2 nicknames. But yeah, man, Gilbert Arenas was not no joke, man. If y'all know basketball for real, like I do, y'all know he wasn't not to be played with, man. Not to be played with. Come on, man. This guy right here. Let's talk about Gilbert Arenas, man. Talk about Gil, man. Gil was like, he was a different cat, man. Yeah, man. Gilbert Arenas, man. First of all, we'll talk about Gilbert Arenas, man. He was born 1982, January 6th. You know what I'm saying? And born a year before me. And his birthday was a day after mine. You know what I'm saying? For all you talking about months. The month he born January 6th. I was born January 5th. So his birthday a day after mine. You know what I'm saying? He was born a year before me. You know what I'm saying? He was born in 1982. But look, man, this the thing going on right here, man. Gilbert Arenas, he the truth, man. I'm talking about if y'all watch this dude play, he was not no pushover, man. Like I said, man, first of all, he was born in Tampa, Florida. That's where he from, man. Tampa, Florida, man. He a Florida boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but he a Florida boy, man. And he grew up playing basketball, but he was always a prankster. He was a jokester. That's all he liked to do. He loved to joke, be pranksters and all that, man. That's what he loved to do. And, you know, one day his high school basketball coach pulled him to the side. He was like, look, man, you can ball, and I see the potential in you. But if you don't start taking the game serious, I'm gonna have to start putting you on the bench and possibly just kick you off the team. And when Gilbert, and he knew he coach mean what he say. So after then, Gilbert started then working out. He started really taking the game serious. He started practicing. He started practicing like 6 hours a day, every day. And then the coach seen how great and how better he got. And he was getting better and better and better and better. And he just got so good, man. And then, you know, he wanted to get recruited to UCLA, but you know, they turned him down because they said he was too skinny. And it's crazy too, cause I know this on the podcast too. A lot of players that try to go to colleges, they always say that you know, so not they always say that, but some players that we talk about, they'll say like, you know, oh, they can't be on this team or they can't play for the college. especially like the position they playing for or they want to play for because they too skinny, or they just I guess the coaches for the college feel they ain't gonna cut it, so they don't pick them. So since Gilbert Arenas didn't go to UCLA, he ended up going to University of Arizona, and the boy shined, dude. He shined. Like, man, he took off, man, and he did his thing, and scouts was on him, and they were looking at him how great he was, and I think he went to the Final Four one year, the championship, and they lost. He didn't put up a good performance. I think he was like 4 for 17 or something like that in the championship Final Four game. But I think he had hurt his leg though. I think he sprained his ankle or his knee or something, and he was like in a lot of pain. But people still gave him love though, cause how much he showed resilience of how like to go out there anyway and persevere and still push through the pain. So he still got love off that. And then later on, he got drafted to the Golden State Warriors, man. You know what I'm saying? Golden State Warriors, and yeah, it took off from there, man. Like he showed his talent, and first year at Golden State, he was okay. He was doing his thing though, and he didn't get much playing time like that. You know what I'm saying? And but like the second year, he really started taking out his game. He started getting in the gym for real, cause you got to practice even more. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get the NBA players, man. But he went up there and practice and practice and practice, and Golden State, man, he did his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was like the new cat of town. This before the Steph Currys and you know what I'm saying, all the other players and stuff too, man. So like that and Ellis and all them, like yeah, Gilbert Arenas, like he was before all that. But so he ended up getting, you know, moved to, the Washington Wizards. And then by then, man, that man perfected his game. That man was dropping buckets. I'm talking about like he had some legendary game. He went against Kobe. Kobe had a legendary game. He went against Gilbert Arenas. And Kobe dropped like 45 points. I'm saying that game, I'm talking about getting buckets just different ways, just getting buckets. But guess what though? Gilbert Arenas had a better game than Kobe that game. You know what I'm saying? Gilbert Arenas dropped 60. He dropped 60 that game, man. I'm talking about like, dude was cooking, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And great as they was, they didn't even make the playoffs that year. But like individually though, Gilbert was not no joke, man. He was dropping buckets on everybody. It was like early LeBron, early Carmelo and Wade, and he was giving buckets to anybody coming his way. Like, you know what I'm saying? KD, he wasn't in the league yet. So, they didn't play off the rip, but I'm talking about anybody came Gilbert Arenas' way, he was like cooking them. He got the name Hibachi for like, he was cooking folks on the court. Then we got the name from Hibachi. And then, they start calling him Agent Zero, man. He was that guy, man. And like some Matrix type stuff. But it's like unbelievable stuff he was doing on the court. And he got the number 0 from like, well, really he got it from himself. He's saying in college, you know what I'm saying, well, I know he had in high school, no, in high school, I think he had another number. He had number 24. It was another number he had in high school, but he got the number 0 because he was an underdog coming into college, and the number 0 was for, he was saying himself, how many minutes that people thought he was gonna play in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, they thought he wasn't gonna play, thought he was gonna just be on the bench. So he had that 0 to remind everybody, like, look, this is what y'all thought I was gonna be. Y'all thought I was gonna play 0 minutes in the college games. And and he just kept that mentality all the way to the pros. So he stayed with number 0. Agent Zero, Hibachi, whatever you want to call him. He giving y'all that work, man. And so yeah, Gilbert Arenas, he did his thing though, man. And what we finna do right quick, finna show the jersey off, man. And when we show the jersey, and I sit my butt back down here, we're gonna talk about the Netflix thing and the gun situation and all that, man. Like, we're gonna talk about all that. Yeah, let's talk about it, man. But yeah, let's show the jersey. Show the jersey again, man. Gilbert Arenas, man. Y'all see it, man. Ooh, this thing clean. But all the jerseys clean though, man. Like I said, man. To answer y'all question from earlier, man, all these jerseys are my favorite, man. I'm just a fan of the jersey game. And like I said, I got favorite players that I like. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just a fan. When it comes to jerseys, I'm a fan, dog. I'm just a fan of this. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all being a fan of the show, man. But this Gilbert Arenas, man, all stick, everything clean as it can be. Clean, man. So fresh and so clean. Outcast style, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this Gilbert Arenas, all stick, everything, man. For real. Come on, man. Y'all see it, man. Okay. I thought something was on the jersey, but false alarm, false alarm. But yeah, man. Gilbert Arenas. Let's talk about Gil, man, the Netflix situation he had going on, man. Woo, this thing clean. Washington Wizards, Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, let's talk about it, man. Yeah, man. First of all, I want to say too, man. With Gilbert Arenas, his mom went to jail when he was 2 years old, man. So he never got a bond with his mom like that, man. His dad raised him. His dad, Gilbert Arenas Senior, and Gilbert Arenas Senior was like a bodyguard. He was in the entertainment world. He was an actor. That's what he was doing. So you know what I'm saying. He trying to pick up gigs to do that and stuff. So yeah, that was dope, man. You know, and his dad held him down, man. And I'm pretty sure right now, you know what I'm saying, he appreciate everything his dad did for him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta love that, man. Held it down, man. You know what I'm saying? One parent home, handling business and you know, guided his son, you know what I'm saying, in a good direction, man, to be successful in life. So I thought that was dope, man. But at the same time, his dad was trying to pursue his dream. So like, you gotta love that, man. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas Senior, dog. Like that was dope. But yeah, man, it's crazy that um, you know, we can get into the Netflix situation, man. And you know, the backstory about his gun situation. And you know, you got Gilbert Arenas with that gun situation. You got Javaris Crittenden. And yeah, Javaris Crittenden. That's his name. And so like I said, you got Javaris Crittenden. He was like, you know, he got drafted to the Lakers and he wasn't getting no playing time at all. You know, Gilbert, you know what I'm saying, he was already in the league like a couple years and stuff. And Javaris, he didn't get no playing time at all, man. So he ended up getting traded to the Washington Wizards. And then, you know, Gilbert Arenas, he, like I said, he was like the biggest prankster in NBA history. Like, he been a prankster, a jokester, a class clown ever since he was a kid. So it seemed like the older he got, the worse of the pranks and everything got, man. I'm talking about, for instance, let me think of something that he did. Like, for instance, right, he just loved to joke. And if you're not just being silly, it's a prank. Or the prank is being silly. He's joking or he janking on you in the locker room, talking stuff about you. You know what I'm saying? Joking around about you. Like, he just loved to do that. Like, that's the type of vibe he was on and stuff like that. Like, his coach had to like I said, high school coach had to make sure he was serious, man, because coach finna let him go because he liked to play too much and joke around all the time. So his coach had to shake him up and bring him back to life and reality that, you know, this could get real, man. Like, do you want this or not? So, but even though his coach changed him to, like, start taking basketball serious, that don't mean that joking wasn't in him no more. It was still in him, man. He was like a prankster. So, for instance, tell you what type of dude Gilbert Arenas was, man, what he did. Gilbert Arenas gave the team, he bought the whole team donuts and it had like powder all over the donut. It looked like powdered donut, and they were eating it, and they were like, "This don't taste. This powder don't taste right." And come to find out that powder wasn't like donut. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't donut powder. It was baby powder. It was Johnson and Johnson, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man put baby powder on donuts, man, and they thought it was powdered donuts. It was powdered donut, but technically it wasn't the powder that you put on donuts. He just had powder on donuts. You know what I'm saying? But the powder that was on the donut was baby powder. Like, that's what he do. Like, he do stuff like that. And I don't know, it's crazy. One time they said I think this was when he was in Arizona. I think he was riding around the whole campus and he had the music like on blast, like real loud. And what was he playing? He was playing a sex porn tape. And then or them making noises, them having sex loud as hell. Could you imagine somebody riding around the Arizona campus or college campus and they playing loud music like that? And not loud music though. They playing like sex porno noises. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a dude hitting a girl from the back and making a noise and her moaning. And I'm talking about at a loud level with the speakers. And I think he had some amps and you know what I'm saying? And he had like some loud speakers and stuff, man. I think I don't know, he had some 12s in the car, but it was loud. The whole campus could hear like making sex noise. He had the window down so you know who it was. He was just that type of dude, man. That's the type of dude he was. So like he loved to play like that, man. So he'll talk about players in the locker room, how they look and janking on them and you know what I'm saying? You know, you the first basketball player in history to ever have titties and stuff like that. You know, you sure, you know, you something that you want to tell us, or you really want it? You know, he just like give it to him like that. He just joke, prank, jank, joke, jive, whatever you want to call it. He just love to do that. And you know, one thing about Gilbert Arenas too, he wasn't scared to say what was on his mind. So this is what happened though with the Javars Crittenden situation. You know what I'm saying? And so like I said, he got traded to the Wizards, and you know, Javars, he from Atlanta, man, and he played on the same team with Dwight Howard in high school. So like he real known, like he a ATL like thoroughbred, you know what I'm saying? Like Dwight Howard was. But yeah, so what happened was um when they was on a plane and JaVale McGee was like gambling on the plane. They were like 5, 6 people gambling. And you know, it was like Gilbert Arenas was there, but he was asleep or something like that on the plane. And Javars Crittenden, he was just chilling. He wasn't playing. He was just there. You know what I'm saying? Javars don't take no stuff. Like, you know, he grew up in Atlanta in the streets. He a street dude, but he could play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So um Earl Boykins, the basketball player, you know what I'm saying, he handed JaVale McGee like $200, you know what I'm saying, for the card game they were playing. And JaVale McGee ended up winning $200 that Earl Boykin gave him. You know, JaVale McGee ended up winning $200 and way more than that. So Earl Boykin was like, okay, since you won all this money from the card game, I lent you the money, you know what I'm saying, for the card game, can I get my money back? You know what I'm saying? I just want my money back. I ain't trying to get no extra, just get my money back. You know what I'm saying? And then JaVale McGee was like, when we land to the next city, I got you. And I heard, you know, JaVale said that's what they do. You don't get your money until you go to the next city. That's how they did it. But Javar Crittenden, he didn't know it like that. He didn't understand it like that. He was thinking like on some principle stuff. He was like, look, man, that man lent you that money and you won it. Get that man his money back right now. What you doing? So JaVale McGee and Javar, they got into it. They got into it bad. And they got into it so bad that Gilbert Arenas woke up. And when Gilbert Arenas woke up, you know, he started saying like, "What going on? What going on?" And then, you know, then Gilbert Arenas was on like, you know, JaVale McGee's side. You know what I'm saying? He told Crittenden Javars to his face like, "Look, man, this they card game. This what they got going on. This ain't none of your business. You a rookie. You know what I'm saying? You all in their business. They been doing this stuff like this. You ain't got nothing to do with this, man. Mind your business." And then so Javar is like, who the hell this dude talking to like this? Like he don't know I'm from like I'm a street dude. I'm from Atlanta. I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? So they been on his chest, been on his mind, and you know what I'm saying? So they was in the locker room like a couple days after that, and they got into it, and Javar was like, "Look, dude, you don't know me. Like, I'll beat your ass, and we can do this and stuff like that." And then Gil was like, "Man, you know, you ain't gonna do nothing and stuff like that." And then he like, "Man, you know, I think Gilbert Arenas said something about, man, look, man, I will set your car on fire while you in it and shoot it up while you in it. Like, what we talking about here, right?" That's what Gilbert Arenas said to Javar, right? I guess he trying to scam or what, man. I don't know. And then Javar's like, that threats where I come from, man. We handle stuff like that. And then he like, man, I'll shoot. And then he told he'll shoot Gilbert Arenas. And then it crazy too, cause Gilbert Arenas got a big collection. He got a big gun collection. And you know, I was talking earlier about big collections. You know, shout out to everybody that got collection. Found out Gilbert Arenas got this mean gun collection. So how he got the gun collection? Like he was always in the guns, you know what I'm saying? Like shout out my uncle, you know what I'm saying? My dad and my homeboy T Lit, they in the guns like heavy and stuff. But Gilbert Arenas was in the guns at a young age. So he said he was dating this girl though, like a while back before all that happened. And that girl took Gilbert Arenas to meet her parents. And her dad had a big gun collection. I think he had like over 460 guns. And then Gilbert Arenas said, look, man, if I ever make it to the NBA and get some nice, you know, some big money, get some nice checks coming in, I'm going to buy your whole gun collection. So he ended up making it to the NBA. And that's what he did. He bought that girl dad's whole gun collection. You know what I'm saying? The whole gun collection. I was like, damn, the whole gun collection. I was like, damn, 460 guns. And on top of that, just like dude was asking me, do I still collect the jersey? Gilbert Arenas that I know of, I don't know if he do it now, but you know, back then after he got the gun collection, he still was collecting guns. I don't know if he doing it now or what, but he was collecting guns though. So Gilbert Arenas, you know, fast forward back to the time we talking about with him and Javars, they got into it, and you know, Javars was like, I'll shoot you and all that. So Gilbert Arenas, what he did, and then Gilbert Arenas, I tell you what too, make so bad, since you think you gonna shoot me, you ain't got the ball to shoot me. And to show you that I think you bluffing, I'll go get some guns from my collection and bring it to you, and you can shoot me with my own gun. That's what Gilbert Arenas said to Javars. And Javar like, this dude really trying me like that. You know what I'm saying? Javar from the street, but he's still trying to keep it like, you know what I'm saying, corporate, because he in the NBA, you know what I'm saying, this is future. But he's still trying to keep it like, you know what I'm saying, street, let people know he ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he was drawing a fine line between that stuff. So what happened was, came the next day, and Gilbert Arenas, man, I'm telling you, dog. Okay, this another thing too. Gilbert Arenas was going to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? He was going to Arizona, and he was getting guns. It's like a gun shop that was there. He'll get guns, and then he'll go to Virginia, and then, you know what I'm saying, then he'll catch a plane back to Washington, and he just smuggle the guns. And no, I'm not snitching. He said that in the documentary. So if y'all go watch the documentary, he's saying all this. For those that haven't seen the documentary, I'm telling y'all what's going on. So ain't no snitching or no, like they finna investigate that. All that done been there, done that, and done happened. And Gilbert Arenas clearly told the story. So y'all chill out. But but Gilbert, he just sneak guns back to Washington. Like, you know, he just collect guns still. And he was a man of his word. He got some guns and brought it to the arena. You know what I'm saying? The arena, Gilbert Arena. But yeah, he brought it to the arena, and he put a gun in Javar Crittenon's seat in the locker room, where he, you know, in front of his locker, and it came with a note. They're like, okay, here go the gun. What you want to do? Gilbert Arenas wrote that to him with the gun and that letter, a message attached to the gun. It was taped to it. And then Crittenon walked to his locker, and he seen that gun sitting on his chair by his locker. He was like, this dude crazy. So they got into it, and then Crittenon said, I don't need your gun. I got my own gun. He raised his shirt up. He had a gun tucked in his pants. And then he pulled it out, and he was like getting ready to shoot Gilbert. And then Gilbert, to the point they like, oh man, I'm good. Like he waved a white flag. He like, they going too far. You know what I'm saying? Cause Gilbert said, really though, I really didn't bring the gun for him to shoot me, because I didn't believe he was gonna shoot me. I brought the gun like to show off my collection. You know what I'm saying? Show like different guns I had. I thought I guess he thought they were gonna bond, like, oh, you got this gun, you got that gun, that's dope. But Javar, like, from the street, he like, man, you trying to try my manhood? Damn, all what kind of guns you got? You ain't gonna try me like that. So they got into it, and it was just a sad situation, man. And they played, they try to tuck it under the radar, but somebody from the organization or on the team end up snitching about what happened. So you start having reporters come and talk about it. The police start investigating it. You know what I'm saying? The NBA as a whole, the organization or the NBA started investigating, and then it got so big and the media coverage got so heavy that then they end up suspending them to further note it. Then later on, like, kicking them off the team, and it really didn't hurt Gilbert that much. You know what I'm saying? Well, he wasn't saying after he got kicked off the team, but it didn't hurt Gilbert much because Gilbert already was getting like big contracts and they owed him money and stuff like that, though. You know what I'm saying? So he had some amnesty clause or something like that where, you get paid and you get kicked off the team, but they still owe you money. So yeah, so he was still getting paid. But Javar Crittenden, he was just trying to still make his way in the league. He didn't have no money like that. He was going through stuff, and he ended up went to a party, got robbed, and then he got caught. Some another robbery situation happened. They were threatening him, talking about they'll do this to him when they see him. They're gonna do this to him. They're gonna do that to him. And the dude that was threatening him, he ended up seeing him somewhere, and he ended up like shooting him. Well, he tried to shoot him, but instead of shooting him, he ended up shooting his girl, and the girl ended up getting killed. And she was like an innocent bystander, and so he ended up going to prison for like 10 years. He's supposed to got more than that, but what I found out, you know, he said he cool with Dwight Howard, and they both from Atlanta. Dwight Howard's uncle is a high-powered lawyer attorney, so I think that would help. Crittenden like get a lesser sentence. Cause if it wasn't for that, I think to this day, I think Crittenden would still been in prison, dog. You know what I'm saying? But Dwight Howard, cool with Crittenden, his uncle, like, some kind of way helped out. There were a lot of people saying, but I don't know, man. But Gilbert Arenas said on the Netflix documentary, look, man, anytime he need me, I'm there for him. And Warren was talking about that too. And Warren was like, man, look, don't speak on it. Don't just talk about it. If you really mean that, just give him the money. You ain't really got to even say that. You know what I'm saying? But then, and I agree with that, but then my position is, I hope the stance he was coming from was what he was saying was, look, I already gave Crittenden some money. I already gave him some bread and looked out for him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the least he could have did, man. He really egged that stuff on and took that man's career from him, basically. You know what I'm saying? Crittenden should have thought better, but, the peer pressure, he from the street, he just couldn't take it. But Crittenden, man, I hope what Gilbert was saying when he said, I got you, though, if you need me, I hope he was saying, I already gave you some bread. I already gave you some money, $1 million, $2 million, whatever, on their feet. And if you need anything else, I'm here for you. I hope that's what he was saying. I hope the standpoint he was saying, he already looked out for him. If he ever need me for anything, I got him for something else, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that's what it was. But Gilbert Arenas, he said he felt sorry that he messed his career up like that. It damaged Gilbert's career too, but it really messed up Crittenden's career too, man. So, and he went down the wrong path of like destruction and guns and stuff. But he ended up getting out of prison, changed his life around, and yeah, man. But what it is, man. I know Gilbert married to the famous YouTuber Melly Menonako, something like that. Yeah. She from like Paris. She a French. She from France and stuff, Paris and stuff. So yeah, yeah, man, it's dope, man. And oh yeah, shout out to Gilbert Arenas' son, man, Elijah Arenas, man. Like he's a dope baller, young kid, up and coming. I see him playing some pickup game with KD and a lot of more people, man. And for a 15-year-old, he wasn't outdoing no KD or nothing like that. But to be 15, he was holding his own. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So that was big. But he had got to this bad car accident, man. He was in a coma for a while, and I heard that he out the coma now. He doing better. So yeah, shout out to Elijah, man. Like dude was like, I mean, he still can be, man. I don't know to the extent like his injury, God hoping he ain't paralyzed or nothing like that. A speedy recovery, back healthy 100%, get back on that court, handle your business, man. Do your thing. And just for that, man, I got to show the Gilbert Arenas one more time, man. Oh, Gilbert, man. This Gilbert, man. Yeah, man. Dude was a bucket getter, dog. Like, and shout out to his podcast, Gil's Arena. I think that name is dope. It's creative. I love creative name that fits the show, and it fits, like, his name is Gilbert Arena. Gilbert Arenas, man. So, call the show Gil's Arena. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, man. But this it right here, man. Gilbert Arenas had to speak on the Netflix situation because, you know, I was kind of baffled myself about like what really went down. I knew he had caught that gun situation, but I didn't know how it came about and why it came about. So it all started a misunderstanding on the plane, man. You know what I'm saying? They started beefing. It's crazy, man. But the jokester in Gilbert Arenas, he the one kept it going. You know what I'm saying? And Crit, you know what I'm saying? He don't really play like that. He ain't a jokester like that, you know? But yeah, man, they Gilbert Arenas, man, all stitch, everything, man. This dude like I don't give a damn nobody say, man. And I ain't saying nobody said, I ain't saying nobody didn't say it or did say it, but in my book, he a legend. Like, the Gilbert Arenas was getting buckets, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? He ended up leaving the Wizards, and then he got a contract. Orlando Magic ended up signing him, but he was kind of out of prime then, man. His legs was gone, his knees, ankles, like it was gone, man. He ain't had that first step that he usually have, and you know the jumper was like kind of getting flat, and he ended up playing overseas, and that really didn't work out. He knew then it was time to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Gil's Arena. You know what I'm saying? On the podcast, man, he found another lane to do that. That's dope. But this is jersey right here, man. The all-stick, everything. Washington Wizard Gilbert Arenas jersey, man. This dude is a bucket getter, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? He averaged 20.7 points a game. You know what I'm saying? 5.3 assists. And, you know what I'm saying? 3.9 rebounds, man. You know what I'm saying? He played 11 seasons for 14. You know what I'm saying? Including the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? And the Grizzlies. You know what I'm saying? He played for the Grizzlies too, y'all. And yeah, he was just dope, man. He played in 552 regular season games. And he was selected to play in 3 All-Star games. I mean, what you want me to say, man? And then in 2003, they voted him the most improved player. He got the most improved player award. So I thought that was dope. So yeah, man, shout out to Gilbert Arenas, man. Dude is a bucket getter. Shout out to Hibachi. You know what I'm saying? Well-deserved name. He was cooking folk right in your face like they do in the Hibachi restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And he was hot too, man. He was scorching, like on that court, man. Like the dude was cooking on the court. Like his jumper was hot, man. Like, and wet at the same time. How your jumper hot and wet at the same time, man? But Gilbert managed to make that happen. Yeah, so they Gilbert Arenas, man. All stick everything. Had to show love to Gilbert, man. Shout out to his son, man. Speedy recovery on his son. And this the all stick everything. Gilbert Arenas, Washington Wizard jersey, man. And I'm up out of here, dog. Hold it down.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine or Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good, man? This your boy Hen checking back on in, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. Doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? Pull Out Game Podcast, episode 45, segment 3 is in full effect. Act like you know. You know what I'm saying? Get some business about yourself and tune in. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, I had fun talking about, you know what I'm saying, the Iverson high school football jersey. If y'all just not tuning in, I don't know why y'all would be just not tuning in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should have been here already, man, from the jump. But, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all wasn't, you know what I'm saying, had fun talking about the Iverson high school football jersey, the Bethel high school, all stick, everything, high school football jersey. Y'all stop playing with AI, man. He was that guy. And then, had fun talking about that boy Gilbert Arenas, man. You know, so Hibachi, man, pulled out that all-state everything Washington Wizard Gilbert Arenas jersey, man. What? Come on, man. Like, It's not a game. You just never know what's gonna get pulled out on the podcast, man. And yeah, man. The question too that somebody asked me a while back. Some people asked me, and we cover everything, man. Like, what I'm saying, we don't hide from no questions. You know what I'm saying? I don't hide from no questions. And Warren, I know he don't have no questions either, but um, I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, some people ask me like, um, at some of the beginning episodes of the podcast when it was first starting, we first started the podcast, why was like my face all in the screen? I mean, all in the microphone like that. You couldn't really see my face. Like one dude said, it was kind of like on some Ghostface Killer stuff. Cause you remember when Ghostface first came out with Wu-Tang, he never showed his face. they were trying to see like what was going on with it. But I'm telling y'all why that was like that. That really was like, it was like by routine. Cause I'll tell y'all what I mean by that. See, I do music, right? So I'm always in the studio. Like that's most time when I'm behind the microphone when I'm in the studio. So when I'm in the studio recording, I'm always up against the mic like that. I want to make sure my words is heard. I want to make sure like I'm right by the mic where I need to be, so I can like speak the words right. And I want the enunciation and everything like to get across great. Like I'm a perfectionist on that type stuff. So I was new to the podcast world, so all I knew in my brain was trained to like how I be in the studio when I'm on a microphone. So since I used to be like that in the studio, and I've been doing music for years and years and years, I'm talking for forever. So I recorded like so many songs. So when I be behind the microphone, I'm always used to being behind the microphone like that, like up into the microphone like that. So when I got into the podcast world and I started recording, I'm saying, that routine stayed with me. And I'm like, that's how I'm used to being by the microphone. So it just stayed with me. And I had to get up out of that. Now you can see me. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like my face ain't shaved off or nothing. I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thing. So I had to get up out of that. But I don't regret it because, I still love them episodes. And the jerseys was dope as hell. We still had fun like doing the episode stuff. And at the end of the day, it's about the jersey though. We talk our stuff, or give y'all stats and talk about current event, but the main star of the show is the jerseys. Like it's called the pullout game. You know what I'm saying? It ain't called the pullout conversation or the pullout show your tube socks or whatever. It's called the pullout game, man. So we pulling out these jerseys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving y'all some, man. So y'all witness greatness. But I thought it was funny when they said that though. So I'm just so used to being into the microphone. Like I'm so used to being in it like that. That I had to get up out of that. It got to the point another episode rolled around, and they'll tell me like, you in the microphone like that, we can't see you that good. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get out of that next episode. And then the next episode, I still did it. It took some episode to get up out of there because I was so used to doing that. When I'm on the microphone, one thing about a podcast microphone, you don't really have to be like up on it like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like in the words of that song, like, damn, I love to see people up on it. But I don't really be up on the microphone like that no more when it comes to podcast. I'm still like that in the studio, but when it comes to like recording like podcast episodes and stuff like that, I don't feel, I know I don't have to be on the mic like that. It took me a while to understand that. And so I was just used to that, just used to doing it like that. So that's what that was for all wanting to know about, the beginning episode. I was like all into the mic like that. I was into, you couldn't hardly see my face. But I was just so trained to being like that in the studio. I was new to the podcast world. That's how I always carried myself. Like I had to be behind the mic. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure. I feel like the closer I was by the mic like that, the better my words were gonna get perceived and stuff. So, I had to shake up out of that. I didn't really need to do that for the podcast world. But it what it is though. Y'all see the face. Y'all see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? And my face be shiny up here sometimes too, man. Like my skin oily sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. So then the light hit a certain way, bam, got a whole disco ball right here. No, but it's all good though, man. We having fun. You know what I'm saying? Pull Out Game Podcast, dude. You know what I'm saying? Episode 45. But look, man, I done did enough talking about myself for the day and answering questions and all that stuff, man. Look, man, hey, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm being me, man. One thing about me, y'all should know, I'm always gonna be me, man. If y'all don't appreciate nothing else, appreciate that. I'm gonna do it how I do it. I'm gonna be me, man. Even like when I did the podcast, a lot of people was speaking on their breath like this one gonna work. Who want to see jerseys all day? Who want to see jerseys? Who want to hear you talk about this and jerseys all day? And look, y'all came to the podcast, man. God willing, y'all rocking with the kid, man. So yeah, man, y'all rock with the Pull Out Game podcast, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. So like I said, they didn't think the podcast was gonna work, but I don't go by what other people think. I go by what I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? And so if I had that mind state of thinking like that, y'all never see none of these jerseys. I was like, yeah, they probably ain't gonna like that, man. I'm too embarrassed to do that. Nah, man, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Who are y'all? You know what I'm saying? That's, same people that were talking about it might not work or all that, they tell me congratulations. I knew you could do it all along. You always had it in your blood. Man, get up out of here, man. Come on, man. So I don't be studying none of that, dude. I don't do it how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Did the Pull Out Game podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know the name was crazy. When I came up with the Pull Out Game podcast name, when I tell people that name, Pull Out Game podcast, they go to laughing. Like I said, I love when they laugh at that name, let me know it's something different. It's something different, man. I needed something different. I needed something different, man. I need something stand out. And then I need a name that the whole world ain't got. Cause you look at a lot of podcasters with names and you type that name in, it's probably about 30 other people got that name. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to have a podcast name that fits what going on the content. You know what I'm saying? Like I want all that in one. Like I said that before on the show, but I'm just covering bases. Like I love that name, Pull Out Game Podcast, and it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Brought to you by Years Ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's my brand, Years Ahead. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just keeping it moving, man. Yeah, it brought to you by Years Ahead Entertainment. It's the Pull Out Game Podcast. And we finna go and get to the next jersey, man. I didn't know talking about myself and the brands and how podcast started and all this stuff, man. Let's deflect on this player, what he did. Let's talk. Let's get it off me and talk about this dude right here, man. And this dude we finna talk about, this jersey I'm finna pull out. Dude, let me tell y'all something, man. I pulled out one of his jerseys before in another episode. Matter of fact, I think it was like episode 1. I won't say episode 1. The first episode. If it wasn't 1, it definitely was episode 2. But I think it was the first episode, I want to say. And this dude right here, man, legendary. Like he's not to be played with, man. And I'm just so proud to bring your jersey up. This another jersey. We're gonna talk about the other jersey I brought up, I pulled out in the first episode, but let's talk about this jersey right here though. And let's go. The jersey right here, man. This is an iconic moment too, man. Like this jersey was like iconic, like in that time frame and what happened. We're gonna talk about it though, man. Y'all just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Let's get into it though, man. The next jersey gonna pull out, man. This guy right here, man. Who is this right here, man? Come on, man. The ATL finest. And yeah, man, right here. This is right here. ATL finest. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This Hank Aaron, man. You know what I'm saying? This Hank Aaron. You know what I'm saying? You can't even see and like, this is why I love this jersey, man. This the same jersey that Henry Hank Aaron, he got my name, well, I got his name, but this the same jersey that Hank Aaron hit the 715th home run. And why is the 715th home run so special? That's the home run that he hit to beat and pad Babe Ruth home run record. This the jersey he was wearing right here. This the exact same jersey. Y'all stop playing with this guy, man. This it right here, man. Atlanta Braves, man. People playing with the Atlanta Braves. Called the jersey that I showed y'all the first episode, that was a Hank Aaron jersey too, but that was Milwaukee Braves. Cause they merged the Milwaukee Braves. They had the Milwaukee Braves, and then they end up going later on to the Atlanta Braves. And I think they were still wearing that Milwaukee Braves type jersey for a while when they moved over. But it started at the Milwaukee Braves. So y'all see that jersey, the first episode, that was the Milwaukee Braves, Hank Aaron. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all don't even know he played with the Milwaukee Brewers after he left the Atlanta Braves. He played with the Milwaukee Braves. Then he played with the Atlanta Braves. Then he went back to Milwaukee, but then they were called the Milwaukee Brewers. Man, y'all stop playing. Oh, y'all see this too? Oh, this ain't Hank Aaron. Y'all don't think this Hank? What that say right there, man? What that say, man? That Hank, man. That's Hank Aaron, man. Yeah, that's the year that he beat Babe Ruth or past Babe Ruth record, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this it. Hank Aaron, man. All still everything. Hank Aaron. Look at that patch right there too, man. Like that's legendary, man. This Atlanta Braves for real, dude. On both sides too. You know what I'm saying? The Cooperstown collection. You know, we got the, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Cooperstown collection, man. But yeah, the Hank Aaron, man, all still everything, man. Y'all see that right there, man. Mitchell and Nez. Come on, man. It's not a game, man. This Hank Aaron all still everything. This the same exact jersey that he passed Babe Ruth in, man. Like when he hit this 715 home run, but y'all don't know Babe Ruth had 714. Hank Aaron passed him 715. And this the jersey he wore, the exact same jersey. This is the same type of jersey right here. So yeah, let's talk about Hank, man. Yeah, man. That was 1974, as y'all seen on the jersey too. 1974. It was April 8th, 1974, matter of fact, and it was the fourth inning. And the pitcher was Al Downing for the LA Dodgers. And make it so bad, he was a black pitcher, and he wore number 44, just like Hank Aaron did. And that's who he hit the 715 home run off of, for Al Downing. You know what I'm saying, for the Dodgers, man. And in the fourth inning, handle his business, man. And like I said, Hank Aaron, man, dude is a legend. Like Columbus, Georgia, I think he owned a Krispy Kreme donut shop down here. And you just doing big things, man. I ain't never get to meet him though. You know, he had passed away and everything. Shout out to Hank Aaron, like dope individual, down to earth. Little man too, hit all them home runs. And he surpassed this big white Caucasian male figure in baseball, well known for like just knocking home runs. Just knocking home runs like it ain't nothing. And Hank Aaron surpassed him, man. Just consistency and just knowing how to hit that ball over the gate, over the fence, man. And a lot of these white people, let's be honest, like a lot of these racist people, they couldn't stand it. They hated that he was finna break that Babe Ruth stigma, that colossal big record of home runs. Like this little black man from the South was gonna break that record, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was wild though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause at the time, man, like Atlanta was like one of the, I think at that time, I think Atlanta was like the only team that was in the South in Major League Baseball. That was the only South team in Major League Baseball at that time. In 1974, man. The only South team at the time was the Atlanta Braves. And then he was a black man too, from the South, on a baseball team, a professional team. And Hank Aaron, he from Mobile, Alabama. And yeah, so he from the South anyway. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, he had to endure so much. You can imagine back then in Alabama and Georgia, being a little black kid, black man. We talked about it on the first episode when I pulled the Milwaukee Braves jersey out. Y'all stay tuned for the Milwaukee Brewers, Hank Aaron. That's dope. Y'all stay tuned, man. I'm telling you, man, the Pullout Game podcast is not a damn joke, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just imagine all that stuff you were going through. And that day, April 8th, 1974, before he hit that home run, he woke up that day, he was getting all kind of death threats. He was just getting all kind of death threats, man. Like they wanted to kill him. They was saying like they would leave him messages like they that day that you break the 715th home run or you break that record, cause the home run don't count until you hit home plate, until you circle the base and hit home plate. You can hit the home run, but if you pass out or anything, I know that's crazy, but that's the rule. If you don't hit home plate, you can hit over the gate all you want, but if you don't round first base, round second base, round third base, you will not, and make it home to the home plate to the diamond, it's not gonna count. So these people, these fans, they knew that, and they were writing letters like, if you hit that 715 home run, for you can make it all the way around the bases, I'm gonna snipe you off. I'm gonna kill you. You talking sniping stuff, and Hank Aaron, he didn't get scared or nothing. Well, he was like nervous, adrenaline was pumping, but he don't know how stuff gonna turn out. But he like, man, this the game I love though, man. I gotta go for it, man. They take me out, so be it. I'm gonna leave that in God's hand. But one thing he did do, he had a lot of time he had to go out the back door through his house because like people was like waiting on him to come out. Not they were finna fight him, but you just don't know what people's next move is. It might be a sniper waiting on him, but they can't be prepared for somebody going out the back door. So and he had a little trailway that he could, maneuver to get where he need to get. But yeah, I just thought that was crazy. A man had to go through all that, call his skin color, and call he was good at a sport of baseball. That's crazy. He didn't do nothing to nobody. He didn't hurt nobody. He ain't steal from nobody. They just want to slaughter him and kill him and take him out, take his life, cause he was a black man that was good at a sport. I thought that's to this day that's wild. But man, shout out to Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron said he got so bad he had to take his kids out of school cause he was scared and feared that they might get kidnapped for ransom and stuff. Like um, if you hit that home run, we're gonna kill your kids and stuff. So I mean, it got to the point. It got that bad though, man. It got that bad, dog. Like I mean, what we doing here, man? Like how y'all gonna do Hank Aaron like that, man? Like but I thought it was so dope. Even though he was getting all them death threats, all them messages talking about he gonna get killed and somebody gonna murder him and all that and snipe him off while he round the bases for the 715 home run and all that. When that man hit that 715 home run, that man was trying around them bases though, so chill and smooth, man. Like he wasn't worried about nothing. And then crazy too is like two white teenagers came on the field and ran up uh around him and beside him. And I ain't gonna lie, if that was me, I've been like, oh hell no, like they running up to me like that. I don't know if Hank Aaron seen them when they first came on the field. I think he seen, to me, a lot of people said they'll be terrified. They seen the people coming up to Hank Aaron like that. What I'm saying, coming up to themselves like that. But you know, Hank Aaron, I don't think he seen them when they first were running up to him. I think he seen them when they end up getting right next to him. And a lot of people said they'd be terrified because you got them death threats and you got two white kids or two teenagers, whoever, running up to you. They could try to stab you or shoot you or what. Like, that's probably he had like heavier security like to stop that. But luckily, it wasn't about nothing. They would just want to congratulate him. Two white kids, they're so happy that he did it. It's some white people that were happy for Hank Aaron, man. Oh, Hammer and Hank. And yeah, they were just happy for him, man. And well deserved. Hank Aaron was a beast. Um, I know the first episode we talked a lot about Hank Aaron, man, a lot about his career and stuff. But I just want to use this segment 3, to talk about what all he endured, man, during that time of like breaking Babe Ruth record, man. Cause Babe Ruth was like, he was loved, man. Like he was a Yankee. He played for the Boston Braves, and he was loved, man. People were rocking with Babe Ruth, man, and it was a racist thing going on too back then. So by Hank Aaron beating this beloved man record, what I'm saying, he was a Caucasian white male, and he was famous and popular and loved, and this little black man from the South that only had one baseball team from the South, and he from the South, and he's a black man. beat Babe Ruth record like that. Come on, man. You gotta know, man. That's you know, through the death threats and all, he persevered and still kept it like G, man. He kept it G, man. Like for real. So I just want to say shout out to Hank Aaron. We can show the jersey again. You know what I'm saying? Can't show it enough, man. This Hank Aaron, man, all still everything, man. Yeah, like you said, man. I had to say it again, man. This greatness, like just saying he great, man. That's an understatement, man. Like that's an understatement. Like it is. Like you know what I'm saying. Since we were talking about that, yeah, it is. But I just think Hank Aaron, man, he 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 get the credit he deserve. I don't think he get it like to the fullest though, man. Like this one of the greats, man. Like I'm talking about no steroid was in the picture or nothing. They want to think about taking no popping no pills or nothing, man. Like Hank Aaron, look, he had like some build on like muscle, but Hank Aaron just was naturally gifted, man. Like knew how to hit that ball, the fence, man. He just had it like that, man. I'm show it again, man. That number 4, this the jersey, like I said, that he hit the 715th home run on. Y'all go on YouTube and watch the highlights of Hank Aaron passing Babe Ruth. But it's after he's 714, he passed with the 715. Y'all go on YouTube, watch the highlight, man. This exact jersey he had on. The patches and all, man. No name on the back, just the exact one. Y'all go check it out. Go look for yourself, man. Go look for yourself. Yeah, man. It's Hank Aaron, man. I'll steal everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Hank, man. Hammer and Hank. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, he put up with a lot though, man. He put up with a whole lot, man. Just for the game he loved, man. And you gotta respect Hank Aaron, man. I wish I could have met dude. You know what I'm saying? And when he came down to the Krispy Kreme donut, you know, somebody would have got me a dozen glaze and autograph. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like Krispy Kreme like that. They okay, they cool. But you know, it was left up to me. My favorite donut spot of all time is Golden Donuts, man. Shout out to Golden Donuts. Y'all getting high as hell with them prices. But man, the donuts they ain't disappointing though at all though. I guess why they feel they can raise the price up, man, cause the donut is getting good and stuff like that. I ain't had no donut in a while. But now I think about it, I might have to go there, man, and shit, man, get me a dozen of them things, man. At least like half a dozen or something. But yeah, man, I think it's dope too when you get the dozen donuts. They give you like a free complimentary donut. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't gonna lie, they don't give me mine. I'm gonna ask for it. And then I know one time they gave me like a dozen donuts, and they didn't give me like the complimentary donut on the napkin on top of the donut box. And then I said, what a complimentary donut is. And she said, oh, we ain't giving that out because they're not fresh. I told her I don't care. I said, well, if they ain't fresh, okay, they ain't fresh, right? I get it. But these donuts, that mean they ain't fresh. But you gave me these, give me all what I came for. I want the complimentary donut. So she ended up giving it to me, and it wasn't that bad. I took that thing down through there before I even left the parking lot. Yeah, but that's another story, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the donut world and all that. They making billions of dollars every day. But Hank Aaron got his piece of that pie. Or should I say piece of that donut, you know what I'm saying, in the donut world, and you know, got his bid in with a building he owned, and I think they cut the ribbon and all that. It was years back, man. But I ain't know he came down to Columbia, Georgia. But shout out to Hank Aaron, like the you know what I'm saying, Babe Ruth with a home run goat. Then you had Hank Aaron, you know, Barry Bonds done passed him. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to these people, man. But Hank Aaron, he a certified legend. Can't never forget who he is. He did his thing, man. But shout out to Hank. I had to show love, man, about that day that happened, man. Like he was getting death threats, man. And dude said he was gonna snipe him off before he touched home plate. So the 715 wouldn't count. And I believe they killed him around the bases. They would have still gave it to him. They would have still gave it to him. Cause you can't do that, man. that would have been dirty as hell, man. That would have been beyond dirty. That would have been wrong and just corrupt. But yeah, I believe they would have still gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give it to him then, they probably gave it to him years later. Like, nah, man. Because that wasn't his fault. That was somebody that killed him. He was going to touch home plate. Get that man what he came for, too. You know what I'm saying? But this Hank Aaron All-Star everything, Atlanta Braves jersey, man. This is the jersey that he broke Babe Ruth record. And this it right here. When he broke Babe Ruth record, this the jersey he had on right here. Like I said, don't take my word for it. Type in on YouTube highlight that, you know, Hank Aaron passing Babe Ruth or whatever, 715. The highlight, the video gonna come up, and this jersey, he gonna be in it. So, yeah, man, it's what it is. So I had to show love to old Henry Hank Aaron, man. Hammering Hank. Henry Hammering Hank Aaron. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. That what's up, man. I believe that what MC Hammer got his name from. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Hammer. MC Hammer, he took that baseball name and kept it with him in the rap world. Because, you know, they call him, you know what I'm saying? You know, his name's Stanley, but they call him the Hammer. And he got that name because he looked up to Hammering Hank Aaron. So really, Hank Aaron gave MC Hammer his name, if you really get technical with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story for another day, another time, another place. But shout out to MC Hammer too, man. Hammer, I am. Can't touch this. Too legit. Okay, yeah, man. Too legit. Let me quit right now. Let me quit. But this Hank Aaron All-Star everything, Atlanta Braves jersey. This is, like I said, this is the jersey that he surpassed Babe Ruth in, man. Set with his 714 to be 715. Hank Aaron had this jersey on. All-Star everything. Atlanta Braves. Rest in peace, Hank Aaron. You did your thing. You that GOAT. You one of them GOATs. If you're not one of them GOAT, you is the GOAT. And you just legendary at the highest power, man. What else can I say? This Hank Aaron, man. Henry Hank, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hold that thing down, man. Rest in peace, Hank Aaron. Shout out to Atlanta Braves, and then all y'all. We out. I'm out.
When drinking angry, the same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.